Hey guys, what's up? It's Robbie with Open Games, and we are talking about Assassin's Creed Unity. We've got a brand new interview, and then we've got a new cosplay short for you guys. And of course, tons of new details. You don't think I'm going to skip out on more Assassin's Creed Unity news, do you? So it appears you will not be playing as Arno at the very start of the game. It also appears the Animus will not be as passive in previous games, so it looks like the Animus may directly impact history. Possibly, we will see if this turns out to be true. And one of the reasons I say this is because of the disguise feature. You will basically be able to use the Animus to hack into the game and actually disguise yourself by aiming at a person in the crowd and then hacking them via the Animus, and then you impersonate that person for a short period of time. A little weird for Assassin's Creed, I will say, because usually when you're in history, you're in history, so I'm curious to see how this is going to work further down the road. Interestingly, co-op has to be unlocked before you get into the game. So it takes about an hour or so to unlock the co-op component of the game. They want you to learn the game first, get familiar with it after the first hour, and then co-op, and then all of Paris is unlocked for you to enjoy to your heart's content. So you will be then exposed to the free roam element of Assassin's Creed Unity. And by the way, there's going to be a loot bar in the game. This is very important to the stealth mechanics in the game. They really want you to play stealthily and in the proper manner. This goes back to the original Assassin's Creed games, especially Assassin's Creed 1. So the better you play, the more loot you will get in the end of the game. So the better you are at stealth, the more loot you will gain. And of course, they did say that you do have the option of going in and killing everyone and doing combat in that manner. But I did not really hear Ubisoft emphasize that you will be getting specific awards for doing combat only. I'm hoping that they tune into that a little bit more, but it seems like they really want to go back to the Assassin's roots, which is fine, but they do encourage players to be very, very stealthy. So this system is also in place to discourage random players from joining your game and ruining the experience. They want every player in the game to go in and say, I want the best reward, so I'm going to play properly, and that is what their goal is in that regard. So yes, you will be able to have private lobbies and public lobbies in online free roam, and then also 4 co-op heist missions. So you'll actually want to return to missions again and again, apparently, because level designs will change and rotate, and then guard positions will be completely random. So basically, when you go into the same mission, it will be a new experience every time. Now, they did say that weapons of the past were basically aesthetic. They didn't have any true parameters built into them. They just killed people. So weapons now have damage, range, and rate of attack. These 3 parameters allow a ton of variety in combat. So now you can go out and buy a really, really good weapon that is going to be much better than your previous weapon, I guarantee it. And then you could buy 2-handed weapons now and large pikes. It used to be that you could only steal these items and you had to put them down, especially when parkouring. So they did confirm that yes, there are going to be very, very special armors in the game you'll be able to collect throughout your journey in Paris. So guys, be prepared to stumble upon some awesome gear. Animus training, unfortunately, will not return in Assassin's Creed Unity, and I would really like to see this feature back in the game. I really enjoyed being able to do that, and in fact, I would love to see this feature as a co-op mechanic or a co-op mode in Assassin's Creed Unity. Please let me know if you guys want to see the return of Animus training. I think it would be so cool, but we will get something similar. It's not going to be as good. It's going to be in your hideout. You will be able to go to a combat trainer and practice all of your training moves. I hope that it gets tougher and tougher as you go along, and there's challenges related to it as well. So that is going to be a lot of fun to mess around with. Also, you really don't have to worry about messing up on your assassin when you are upgrading him. You'll be upgrading your skills of your assassin throughout the game, but you can upgrade absolutely every single skill by the end of the game. They want you to be the ultimate master assassin. You will not have to be picking and choosing your skill. You're going to be ranking up all the way and learning everything. And what will the cafe do? This is going to be something that's like the villa from Assassin's Creed 2. It seems like it will, in fact, generate you some money, much like the villa, and you will be able to unlock speeches and plays which you will be able to watch to your heart's content. That is really cool. So you'll be able to learn about history through your experience at the cafe. Finally, delay was necessary to polish up the game. I know 2 weeks doesn't seem like a lot, but they're saying that's going to take the game from being a good game into being an excellent game. So that's great news that they are willing to delay the game to make it really, really shine. And by the way, you hardcore fans of Assassin's Creed are probably wondering, should I play Assassin's Creed Rogue or Assassin's Creed Unity first? Well, actually both are going to be linked in some way, and once you see one cinematic in Assassin's Creed Rogue, it will finish the pieces in the other cinematic. So whichever one you experience first, there's going to be some sort of mystery, and then by watching the other one, it will connect them both. So it is advised to play both of them if you are a hardcore Assassin's Creed fan. And I think Rogue is looking great anyway, especially from the recent trailer which was released only recently, so you can check that out on the channel as well. So now we're going to go ahead and check out a brand new interview and cosplayers in action. Guys, if you are wanting more Assassin's Creed Unity, you can subscribe right here to Open World Games and check us out here on YouTube. We have an entire backlog of Assassin's Creed videos, and then we cover all things open world games. Thanks guys for watching, and now enjoy the new trailers.
I'm just really stoked to see them do history about the new French Revolution. I can't wait to do that.
As the character moves through the game, it seems fluid and dynamic and really flows beautifully.
I'm excited about some of the skills that you can learn, the lockpicking skills.
There's about 200 pieces of gear and 85 weapons divided in many categories, so you can really change the assassin and making the way you want.
The most exciting thing I've seen at Fan Expo so far is actually this Assassin's Creed Unity guillotine.
Everything from the buttons to stitching, everything was made from scratch. Took me way too long.
Took me about a couple months to put together. I managed to fashion this whole thing together with the hidden blade and a bit of vambrace.
My mom knitted it, took about 3 months to make, so I'm really excited about the new content that Ubisoft's coming out with.
Definitely multiplayer is what I'm looking forward to, and the title implies that that's pretty much going to be one of the focuses.
The co-op just looks unbelievable. We have lots of co-op specific missions, but if you want to try solo, it's going to be a bit harder, but it's still really fun, so you can totally play all the co-op content solo.
This is my fourth Assassin's Creed. It feels like the first one all over again, in the sense that we've renewed a lot of the pillars, we rebuilt our entire technology. So although it's an existing IP, we feel that you know, we had the opportunity for this one to really go back to the roots. Let's refresh all the game mechanics. Let's look at our three major pillars: like navigation, stealth, and combat. And try to, you know, remain within the same flavor, the same AC flavor or experience, but, you know, try to, you know, give it a little something more. And we're bringing something that's really, really exciting, but it's hard work. What's fresh about Unity is not necessarily the gameplay, or some of it is, but it's all the little details. Seamless interiors, a more systemic crowds. That is not player-centric. You know, stuff is happening not because you're interacting with it; it's just happening, and then you're free, of course, to do something about it. But before, you know, digging into gameplay itself or story, all these things, the first 2 years were really about, you know, the technology, the engine. We wanted to go beyond what we previously had with the PvP. where it was simpler interactions between players. Now we really wanted people to be able to live Assassin's Creed together.
What's our plan?
Our plan? You're not an apprentice anymore, boy. So study your surroundings.